let us resume. We shall continue what we were doing, which was trying to figure out how to get back to Guy's navel. Are there any other weapons that I should check out? She hasn't used the sword at all. She could use the pole dart, or the power glove, or the sword. I can't remember. I don't think we've leveled up the whip yet. Do I have an orb for the axe that I didn't put in there?
Well, that's not to keep going with.
Maybe I'll give her the pole. Nope. And then for you, she's got almost everything except for the bow. And the pole dart, but since we give the other one the pole dart, we can give her the bow. Not that it really matters that much, but... Why is she holding the whip? Didn't I give her the bow? I guess I missed. There we go. I understand why the, like, how the like, stacking damage thing would have come about. Because it's a question of, like, iframes. So if, like, two people hit at the same time, what happens? Do you, you know, is the enemy invulnerable? Does the, like, if the enemy can be hit during its iframes by a different player, you could really easily just juggle enemies, just keep them in a constant state of sunlock by, like, even mildly coordinating with two players. And even, I think even the way the AIs work, that would happen. But if you give them iframes, then if one player hits while the, you know, and causes iframes, then the other player hits immediately after, then their attack doesn't do anything and it feels bad. So they're like, well, what if we just, like, delay their attack so that after the iframes are over, like, then the, you know, the damage comes in and they start again. And it's like, well...
I don't know. Couldn't you indicate that the entity is in iframes, thus indicating to a player to hold their attack?
I mean, yeah, they should show the iframes for sure.
You could also flag a miss, either with an audio cue or with an actual science.
Yeah, but with the way the AIs work too, like, well, I don't know if the AIs would be smart enough to like not attack.
My suspicion is that they are in fact smart enough never to attack if they can't cue a hit. Because the AIs can be framed perfect, so they can read your inputs and know, exactly when to attack.
Yeah, it's hard to say. But I'm just saying that, like, I could easily see there being some, like, technical and design limitations that would lead to what we got here. It's not, there probably were better solutions that they could have done and didn't, but I could see how you could get to this point.
Yeah, you can always construct a narrative to explain the problems, but it's just like I don't understand how that. Just the one thing. That's actually my only complaint about the game.
Just the feedback?
Yeah, it's the feedback, and I don't understand how that made it through testing.
Well, again, maybe it was the best of a bunch of bad options.
Oh, I'm certain it was, but my answer to them is that we'll make more options.
Resources are not infinite.
No,
they probably,
But what did they?
They had a thing that worked. They couldn't afford to change it without changing everything about the game, which would have been too time-consuming and expensive.
Yeah, I'm saying you shouldn't have got to the point where that was true.
It's easy enough for you to say.
Oh no, I mean like the best design principles in the world at the time were held by SNES developers. They were held to that standard by Nintendo. You couldn't release on them if you weren't brilliant.
I don't think that's quite true.
It's just, if you go with the narrative, okay, they got into the game and then they got to testing and this came up. I'm like, well, how did you get that far into development? Like, did you not test your combat ever until the game was finished?
I'm sure they did. And again, I'm sure this was an improvement over what they had previously. Don't underestimate how much improving something can feel like fixing it.
Yeah. Okay,
when you've been working on something for a long time.
Especially with the limitations of the SNES, because they are basically writing an assembler. It's not like iterating is a simple or trivial thing to do.
Oh, what? What the fuck? What? How did I get onto the deck of it? He said, what could make a hole this big, and then all of a sudden I'm on the deck of a fucking airship. What the fuck? You needed, like, one extra transition there, fellas. I didn't even get to talk to...
But hey, airship. Ooh.
I didn't even get to talk to the other guy.
She's just called Boss.
Okay, I guess I'm
You're
fighting a robot now.
You're gonna bust Kilroy. That's an attack.
Did he find me, or was it? Oh no, I'm been moogled.
Seems resistant. They only did about 50 damage.
It's still not nothing. I probably should have healed everybody. Jestri's been Moogled. I mean, my normal attacks only do 30 something, and hers do 80, so it's not nothing.
Did you try a attack magic from the Undine school?
Attack magic what?
From Undine?
Well, the one she has highest level of is the gem one.
True.
So it seems like that's what I should use to do boss.
Maybe he's weak to it, though. Yeah.
Should be on a character that can cast magic, probably. She doesn't have any points to do it left now, though.
And I don't think they ever give you either.
Tangling. Okay, so it looks like it is on a per character basis, because I definitely never used speed down before, and that was already set to level 2. Okay, first, heal everybody. And then, defense everybody, maybe? Oh no, we're both Moogles! No, they're both Moogles.
Okay, Moogle definitely does not have the same extent of deleterious effect as it did in the first game.
Hey, her magic's going up. Nice. Why didn't that hit? No one knows. Too low, I assume? No, we're all Moogled.
You can tell yourselves apart by the color of your wings.
Yeah. Hey, that was not bad. Oof. Sprite almost went down, but
Maybe you just have to do one grind session to get ahead of
the curve.
the ramp, yeah.
Also, like, no shade on your skill, but I think it's actually much easier as a single player game.
How could you possibly say that without throwing shade at my skills?
Because I think the AI, as you say, are frame perfect. Which
And you're saying I'm not frame perfect?
I'm saying you're not frame perfect.
You're
I'm
saying
sorry.
I can't hit?
Also, you
1/60th,
don't have to. They coordinate with you automatically, so you don't have to coordinate like when you're healing and like what you're casting when and things like that. So,
It's a 60 FPS game, probably. So, yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Jet lag. That's a detail. That's a significant.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like the AI does pull the camera, but they try and keep towards you as much as they can.
But I think,
and a lot of the stuff that I think has felt to us in the past, like stun locks, has actually been camera locks.
Yeah. I think also the experience might be improved by not having a husband constantly bitching.
I knew you were going to say that.
Well, it's true.
Let me see how their MP... Okay, no, we do have to stay the night if we're going to get our MP back.
Certainly my experience of the game has improved.
See? That's a bonus.
I like how the sprite snores.
Yeah.
Like, in my head, it's really pugged up. It's got this little kid puggy nose thing going on.
Let's see. We've got a whip orb as part of that. And the pool orb. We're getting lots of orbs lately. Alright. I wonder if I should switch to something else if I...
Yeah, jet lag. My mic is not very good on this headset.
Well, also if the... I think she's talking about this mic.
Yeah, I know. It's weird because we weren't using the array, were we?
No, we were always using this one.
Oh.
But the point is, like, now you're, like, it's not trying to pick you up on my headset mic, it's actually picking you up on this one.
Oh, I know
as
why
opposed
that
to
is.
previous games.
I know why that is. It's because, the mumbling was because my teeth were clenched.
No, I mean, we could, it was, I think she means before, this game.
Oh.
So when I was playing previous games, like, I was only using my headset mic, and now you are audible as well. Okay, so that one can be leveled up. That one can be leveled up. That one I don't have any points in. The Black Whip. This one I'm maxed out, so I should probably stop using. This one can get another one. This one can get another one. So everything except Sword, Spear, and Chakram I should try using. To be fair, those are my favorite three. Probably. I'll try the whip, since I haven't tried the whip yet. Oops, wrong character. And she should still be using the bow. Especially because now it's got an extra level. Wait, was that my... What was my leveling, right? I was looking at? Yeah. Okay. So they took some Pandoran soldiers and did something or other? Is what I heard. Let's save now that we've forged our things. Gemma took off with some Pandoran soldiers. He doesn't say if they went deeper into the mines here or if he, Excuse me. We actually really don't know much about Gemma. There is still a little camera pulling, but it's not as bad.
It's still a wrong camera.
Well, they didn't have the technology to do a right camera at this time.
Why not? Why not just take whatever value it's adding and invert it?
What do you mean?
Well, the problem is that the camera doesn't start moving until you go...
Oh, no, that's not the camera problem I'm talking about. I'm talking about when two characters are at the edge of the screen and neither of them can move the camera.
The camera pulling, yeah.
Yeah. I thought you meant wrong camera for, like, multiplayer.
No, it's just the wrong camera.
Multiplayer cameras are just hard.
Yeah.
That's, like, not an easy problem.
Especially single screen, you know?
Yeah. Well, obviously single screen. Multiple screen, you don't have any issues.
See, I feel that PC is the best twin stick format, but you don't have twin sticks naturally on a PC.
Okay, Sprite, are you coming with us? What's your deal? There we go. Like, there was an instance where, like, that was an AI getting stuck. Although, to be fair, it was Sprite, so it probably still would have happened in multiplayer. Alright, so now we're at an area where, like, we have no indication. Do I now have the ability to tangle with this whip? So I can't hit things that are on.
Wait, the whip can give the tangle?
Yeah, my whip, the newest whip upgrade can now cause tangling.
Maybe it's when it's fully charged.
Which slows them down. No, I mean, it's happened twice already. I think it just happens on the first time you hit them with the whip. That's pretty cool.
I'm saying, isn't Sprite AI to fully charge?
No, I'm using the whip.
Oh, nice.
I guess I go to the water palace? Come on, Sprite. Come on, Sprite. What are you doing? Get over here. So far, every other time when... Like, she was the one who told us to save the water seed or whatever, so... Like, it would make sense to report back to her, I guess. If I can hit with the whip, which is much harder. I think it just has like a % chance of status effect. How do I get downwards? Maybe I have to go right to go downwards? I kind of like the whip. It has a nice feel to it. Even though it's not as strong as the other thing. There's the chakram or the sword. Okay. I'll save here and then we will go up to the water temple. Vampire temples up and left? Yeah. Didn't mean to do that. There you go. Hey, I have weapons skilled up. Hey, we got you your water seat back. I notice you have fish enemies now. That's new. It still doesn't actually damage them if you hit during iframes. It's just a matter of, like, the iframes are not the entire stun lock animation. Man, that has a long reach, that whip. Oh no, the temple has been taken over by water thugs and various other aquatic issues. I think Tangle just slows you. Is that the sound of my weapon thing going up again, or someone else's? Oh no. Luca, get out of here fast. Geshtar of the Empire. Hand over that seed or Luca's had it. Come on. Oh, shit, there's another boss fight. Fucking A. There's so many goddamn boss fights in this. Good thing I got my MP back. Oh shit, there's two heads. It's a Jabberwocky! Probably should start working on her. Please. Jeez, this thing does a lot of damage, huh? Hey, we got rid of A head. This feels very much like that boss from the first Legend of Zelda. Oh shit, I didn't even notice that. So she still has some MP. She still has some MP. Great. There we go. Magic. That's the secret. Magic is OP. You just gotta level up your spells.
Yeah, I was gonna say with as little MP as they give you, yeah, that it better be.
Whew. Got another bow orb. Jeez.
That's the
That's
third.
the first. Yeah, the first one that's gonna come to level 3.
Screw weapons, cast spells. And if they ever
And
sell
I
you,
got another whip orb. Jesus. I got a lot of orbs.
and if they ever sell you ether, man.
Here we go. Talk to the cannon travel man in Potos. He'll send you to the upper land. Now we actually go to upper land. Okay, but did I put a seal on it? Because I was supposed to put a seal on it. No? Alright, well, switch back to the whip, I guess. How do I get out of here? Guys, if they like took out my staircase, how am I supposed to leave? Go to Lofty Mountain, see Sage Jock to learn about rail courage. Then go to all 8 of the world's palaces and reactivate all the seeds. You'll be able to receive the mana power from the seeds once you reactivate them. Okay. Is this how we get out now?
I've noticed that they're getting more specific and clear with the instructions.
Alright, but how do I leave the temple, though? Maybe talking to her activated the staircase there? That I needed? Down here? Yeah, it did. Okay. It would not have... The staircases are invisible until you learn all the information that you need. That's how reality works. Okay, but first, I need to get back to Gaia's navel and put in some of these orbs I just got. Okay, I'm leveling this up to level 2 now. A lot of stuff I could level up now based on all these orbs I've gotten. Oops. Folks. Alright. No, I don't want to go straight to Upper Land. I want to go get orbs done first. Gotta go get my orbs did. Need me some orbs. Need some orbs. Gotta have me them orbs.
I wonder if they're literally spheres or if they're like the orbs in Deep Space Nine. Which, to be honest, are probably the least spherical objects I can think of.
What does that even mean, least spherical?
They're shaped like a barbell?
Least spherical be like an infinitely pointed star?
Well, no, that would be a sphere. A sphere is a polyhedron with an infinite number of nodes.
I guess.
No, like I'm sure you could probably conceive of a less spherical object than the Bajoran orbs, but you'd have to work at it.
How did I not take damage during that? Let's go to the navel. I think this whip has a pretty forgiving area of effect. As long as you're not like right up against the enemy, you're pretty much good. Okay, whip reaches level 2. That means I am at max for the whip, right? Yeah, I haven't put in the third orb yet. Or have I put in the... I don't know. So I could use the axe. Power glove. If the power glove goes up at 100, then I'm almost there, so maybe I should switch to that. It's like the opposite of the whip. You have to be right up against it. Okay, fine. Let's put the X on then. I should also probably like buy some candies and things before I go up to the upper land, just in case. I don't know what kind of stores they have. Maybe I won't like the candy they have in the sky.
But maybe they'll have ether.
Maybe they'll have good candies. Who knows? But you gotta be careful. You can't take that risk.
Yeah. Is candy so far the only curing weapon, curing item?
Yes. We still don't know what barrels do.
I'm gonna look that up. That's okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Huh.
What does it do?
Renders character invulnerable to damage. Press attack button to cancel.
Do you wear it? I assume it's like an armor?
No, I think it's a consumed item.
Okay.
You consume it.
And then for a short time you don't take
No,
damage?
I think you're invulnerable until you attack somebody. It gives you sanctuary. Which is kind of a big deal. You put it on your casters.
Well, they attack. I guess you put it on your healer. But you'd have to set their AI to not attack.
Yeah. Well, I would put it on Sprite and then just cast spells.
Well, we don't know if spells count as attacks. If indeed that's how it works.
Yeah. Well, that's what the wiki says. Or, I'm sorry, that's what swearhaven.com says. Let me see if I can find the actual wiki. Oh, you can use it to sprint.
Oh, to like go through castles real quick?
It's a deadly sprinting item, yeah. Interesting that they have that.
It's like, I really want to get to this boss without taking any damage. Let me just...
Okay, apparently barrel slows you down. That's all I can find on it.
Okay.
Well,
So it's something that makes you invulnerable for some amount of time. We're not quite sure what stops it, but you're slower while you're doing it.
Well, attacking stops it.
Attacking stops it.
Attacking stops it.
It's now the backhand whip. And this is now
What is it
the
now?
longbow.
Ooh, a longbow.
I'll get back to Pandora and save there, and then I think I can take the cannon from Pandora to Upperland. So I'll, if I save there, then I can go right to Upperland next time. Alright, you two are gonna have to do this because my, there you go. My weapon won't reach. It's interesting that the axe doesn't cut down grass, although the sword does.
It would be hard to cut
Grass with an axe?
The thing is, the sword's a broadsword, which would be equally difficult to cut grass with.
Yeah. Okay, let's see here.
If it was a rapier, you could maybe swish it down.
Alright, I'm getting close to up with the axe. And then maybe I'll switch back to the whip. Do its one more level before switching to the bow or javelin, which the other two are using right now. Oh, this is the wrong place. Actually, what about Ungrateful's weapon? Oh, even though who I'm... Okay. What's she doing? Javelin, level 2. Okay. So... Boomerang level 2. Could do... Oh, you're partway through the spear. Let's put you back on spear. This is why things like materia systems are great, and other stuff where you can like level up, where you can actually like level up powers by leveling up weapons or things like this. This is for me. I want one for Ungrateful. She should actually probably switch to the axe once I'm done with it. Which I believe I almost am. Yeah, there we go. And then I will switch to the whip again, I think. Because, yeah, that's now 3. So... cool. Maybe the backhand whip does more damage but doesn't cause tangling. That's probably why they like ask you whether or not you want to forge it. I guess it also costs money, so you would want to verify that. It's not that you don't get anything for leveling these weapons up. You get, like, increased weapon proficiency, but, like, the ability to just, like... I think it does more damage. If it's just the charge-up thing, like, that's not really a useful reward for the work of making sure you equip all the different weapons. Alright, none of us were apparently hit at all during that. How's our MP? Not good. Okay, we will sleep. And then next time we'll have to try and remember to buy items before we go up to the clouds. Alright, folks, we did it. That went much smoothly. Alright, thank you all for coming to see my stream. Oh no, Pummel Horse, you got here just as we were ending. I'm sorry. Yeah, we got pretty far. We're ready to go to Upperland next time. So that'll be next weekend. So join me again, usual time, 10 a.m. Pacific, for more of Secret of Mana next weekend. Between now and then, I think there's no Mostly Walking this week. And then after that, they're starting on Thursdays. But this Thursday may or may not be Shambhashar doing play-by-play. We'll see. Also today, as far as I know, unless plans have changed, we are recording our podcast on Doki Doki Literature Club. So if you're curious what we have to say about that, tune in to that. It should be ready for download this evening. You can follow me at Kyla_go on Twitter. I usually retweet it. It's also at soundcloud.com/feedback-force. And yeah, it was an interesting game. We'll have a lot to talk about. And yeah, stay tuned to the Twitter as well for updates about my schedule, for what game we're doing next for the podcast, and so on. Just if you want to chat. You can chat with me on Twitter. I'm okay with that. See you next time, I guess. I'm bad at this outro monologue thing. I and a lot. Oh well. See you guys around in the community, and have a good week.